My name is Ronald L. Felton, President of the Wilkes-Barre branch of the NAACP. I also have sitting beside me Ms. Gerline L. LaRoe, Esquire. She is our legal redress chairperson. Gerline comes with us with the following credentials. She's co-chair of the Pennsylvania Bar Association Immigration Law Committee, chair of the Pennsylvania Bar Association Law-Related Education Committee, Pennsylvania Bar Foundation Board of Governors, Pennsylvania Bar Association House of Delegates, chair of the Pennsylvania Bar Foundation Scholarship Committee, Pennsylvania Bar Association Mock Trial Program District Coordinator. So I present to council and the mayor tonight, Ms. Gerline L. LaRoe, Esquire. To members of City Council and Honorable Mayor Layton, 46 years ago, Dr. Martin Luther King was assassinated. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. symbolizes the end of segregation and the beginning of integration in American history. That history stretches right here in the city of Wilkes-Barre, in a place called A Valley with a Heart. First of all, I would like to say the strategy of trying to get all four unions to agree to replace a current holiday is a failing strategy. He creates the false choice that one holiday is more important than the other. It did not work with the county, and it will not work with the city. It's not a black holiday, it's an American holiday. We must move away from the notion that if the NAACP is for it, we must be against it. Regardless of what we say, it divides us instead of uniting us. The issues that Dr. King championed were not foreign to Wilkes-Barre. They were occurring right here in Wilkes-Barre. Right here in Wilkes-Barre, Joe Louis, an American hero and heavy former weight champion of the world, could not get a room in the Hotel Sterling. Dr. King was fighting for people of color to gain lodging in the motels of the highways and the hotels of the city. Right here in Wilkes-Barre, Harold Phoenix, a World War II veteran, and his wife Thelma Phoenix met opposition when trying to build a home in the Barney Farm section of Wilkes-Barre. And Thelma, his 93-year-old widow, remembers it as vividly today. The state troopers having to come and stand guard at their property. Dr. King was fighting for people of color to be able to buy and build homes wherever they could afford. Right here in Wilkes-Barre, many minorities report that they are the victims of a double standard and treated differently by those who are sworn to protect them. Dr. King was fighting against police brutality right here in Wilkes-Barre. To add this day would cost the average resident less than a penny per day. But the moral uplift to the city is unmeasurable. This is not a black holiday. The people who will largely benefit from this are not black folks, because the percentage of racial minorities employed by the city is less than 1%. The city of Wilkes-Barre is changing demographically, but that should not be the impetus behind this change. This should be driven by the moral courage of our leadership by doing the right thing. Looking at the current list of holidays acknowledged by the city of Wilkes-Barre, I could understand the significance of the currently acknowledged holidays. The state of Pennsylvania, Luzerne County, the city of Scranton, Wilkes-Barre Area School District, and even the city of Hazleton, with 17 paid holidays, recognizes Dr. King Jr.'s birthday as a national holiday. Why is it that our city is the only city in the metropolitan area that does not recognize Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday? The city of Wilkes-Barre recognizes every one of the 10 national holidays observed by the federal government, with the exception of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Am I a passionate person? Yes, I am. Am I an emotional person? That I am. However, both of these traits are part of the American DNA. The combination of these two allowed America to celebrate its independence from Great Britain on the 4th of July. The combination of these two allowed the North to prevail against the South during the Civil War. I believe the city of Wilkes-Barre can demonstrate true leadership by showing the moral courage and conviction to lead. Nearly 50% of the children that attend our schools in the city are racial minorities. The population in 2010 of those 18 and older is 33,083. Minorities have fought in every war and every battle this country has participated in. And they even fought for the freedom and independence of those who enslaved them, only to return home and find out they could not even get a seat at the front of the bus. The argument has always been, we can't afford it. The federal government has told us we can't afford it. State government has said to us we can't afford it. And now our local government is telling us we can't afford it. Mr. Mayor, I understand your reluctance to raise taxes, but raising the moral spirits of our city serves a greater cause. In the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., I've gone to the mountaintop, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but we as a people will get to the promised land. Dr. King was not talking about black people getting to the promised land. He was not talking about white people getting to the promised land. He was talking about we as Americans will get to the promised land. Yes, we will. We're joining hands and singing in the old Negro spirit. Free at last, free at last. Great God Almighty, we are free at last. If we were to ask Dr. King, Martin Luther King Jr., if he would want a holiday named after him, he would probably say no. But it's not up to those who we choose to honor how we choose to remember them. The important thing is why are they being remembered and why we have a holiday honoring them. There are many people who have played a role in the civil rights movement, but there cannot be any doubt as to who was the outstanding symbol of that movement. He gave his life for many of us. Can't we honor him by giving his life and legacy this day? This is an argument that should not have to take place. This will probably be the last time that I appear before council as the longest serving president of the Wilkes-Barre NAACP. I've always tried to represent my community with dignity and respect that it has earned and it deserves. With all due respect, Ronald L. Felton, President, Wilkes-Barre NAACP, branch number 2306. And I approve this statement. Thank you.